Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining in this very important update here on price action of Bitcoin. As we can see, the price is testing one of the most important resistance line, and we are desperately waiting for this resistance to get broken, because we know as soon as this key line of resistance gets broken, the price of Bitcoin parallelly will be breaking out from this descending broadening wedge, breaking out from this bump and run reversal pattern, and even here in a bigger time frame we will be following this continuation pattern, the broadening top pattern for Bitcoin. So what to expect next? What must the price of Bitcoin do in the medium short term? We are going to talk about all of this in today's video, so please, first thing first, destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So looking at this Bitcoin dominance chart here in a monthly time frame, you can see guys, the price of Bitcoin is showing strength. The dominance is breaking out from this key line of resistance. Yes, this parallel channel upper line around 48% was a very important line of resistance. And if we look at the price action of Bitcoin after getting rejection exactly at the same trend line, now we are finally breaking above it, and this is going to be a very interesting scenario if you are holding Bitcoin. Why? Because if the Bitcoin dominance is going to close the monthly above 49%, that could trigger another continuation like this, and the next area of confluence is sitting around 53% and could go even up to 57-58%. And what does that mean? That means holding Bitcoin for the upcoming days, upcoming month could be very profitable, because right now this is not just only a breakout from this parallel channel, it is also a continuation pattern, because the Bitcoin dominance is also forming a double bottom type of formation. Yes, this double bottom is clearly indicating once we break out of this neckline, this parallel channel, right, once we break out of this 48-49% and find proper support above it, this here is going to trigger another continuation, because according to double bottom, you can see the next area of confluence is going to be around 56%. So that's why 56-57% could also be on the line, and that will bring a lot of smile in all Bitcoin holders' faces, because we know parallelly, the price of Bitcoin in a bigger frame, in a monthly time frame, is also flashing a very bullish scenario. Why? Because if you look at the price structure here, you can see in a monthly time frame, in the past price action, we have found out whenever the price has broken out of this long-term resistance line, whenever the price has found support over the 200 weekly moving average, after that we have started a new impulsive movement. Same thing also followed here in 2019, broke out of this long-term resistance line, found support above the 200 weekly moving average. After that we had a very nice impulsive movement, even though we had plenty of shakeout on our way, but the price still made a new all-time high. And now, after months of downtrend, the price of Bitcoin has already broken out of this long-term resistance line, and we are also above the 200 weekly moving average. So what we want the price of Bitcoin to do in a monthly time frame, we want the price of Bitcoin for better confirmation to close above 27,000 range. And if we do that, that could trigger another bullish continuation for the upcoming months for Bitcoin. And why? Because if we look at the price structure here in a bit different way, using the broadening top, and along with the broadening top, the CPR indicator. First, let's talk about this continuation pattern, the broadening top. Right now, if we look at the price structure of Bitcoin, the price is approaching one of the most important resistance line, what we have here around 29,400, 29,500 range, because I showed you yesterday with the dead cat bounce scenario, if the price of Bitcoin wants to invalidate all the bearish scenario, then we definitely need the price to find support above this 0.5.618 Fibonacci line, because by doing that we are going to invalidate the bearish scenario, and price after that could be turning very bullish. But we know even if this is going to fake out, let's suppose the price, instead of finding support, fails to break out of it and shows another weakness and gets attracted towards one of the most important support line, which we have around 27,000 range, because 27,000 is not just only the support from this broadening top, the lower line area. If you add the CPI indicator, you can see the top CPI line, this purple line, is sitting exactly around 27,000 range. So that means any sort of a shakeout, 27,000 is definitely going to be one of the most important line of support for Bitcoin. And if the price closes this month, the month of April, above 27,000, what is going to happen after that? Let me hide the monthly R1, R2, R3 and even the S1 line. If we are going to close this month above 27,000 range, that will trigger another bullish continuation here in price action of Bitcoin. Why? Because this CPI line, top, central, bottom CPI line, will form another ascending CPI. Ascending CPI means the price of Bitcoin will very likely continue this uptrend following higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern. Why? Because ascending CPI only gets formed during an uptrend or when the price is preparing itself for the new impulsive movement. And not just only this one here, guys. Even if you look at this falling channel breakout or simply this falling trend line breakout, because I showed you with the bigger time frame, price has already broken out this long-term resistance line. And now if you look at this scenario in a daily time frame, you can see breaking out from this falling trend line, coming back to retest it, has led to some really nice impulsive movement here in the past price action. If you look at this example here on the right hand side, you can see, guys, broke out from this long-term resistance line, had a really nice breakout. But what happened to this breakout? This breakout turned into a fake out where we came to test the previous temporary resistance line, and after that the price of Bitcoin started turning very, very bullish. And now if this exact scenario is going to play out after some range bound, if the price closes over 27,000, this trend is going to continue like this, guys. Yes, following higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern for the upcoming days, upcoming month. Now before I switch the chart, I just want to make you guys aware about the Phemex here, the wave 3 colony. Yes, guys, Phemex has finally decided to bring their own native token, and we, our community, crypto owner community, has received 25 whitelist plays. So if you have signed up using my ref link, which is provided in the description down below, then you could be among the 25 whitelist users who will be able to mint the Soul Pass, which will give you access to 100 XPT token. Yes, guys, to those individuals who is able to mint the Soul Pass will receive 100 XPT token as airdrop, and also many other advantages before the token generation event. So sign up using my link if you want to be among the 25 whitelist plays and also receive free airdrop. No, this here in a smaller time frame is also pointing us, as soon as the price breaks out of this key line of resistance, which I just showed you with this Fibonacci line from this top till the bottom line, the 0.618 around 29,400, 29,500, then we are also going to break out from this key line of resistance, which is still holding the price. Even today, while trying to break out from this falling trend line, we got rejected. But I just want you guys to be a bit careful. Even though if we are going to see any sort of a shakeout, I still believe the price after some range bound is going to finally break from this falling trend line. And if that happens, then this here is going to be an uphill run, just like as shown here in an example, where the price could be heading towards to form a new higher highs, and after forming a new high, we can see another retracement. But until then, the price could be turning very, very bullish, because breaking out from this falling trend line is not just only a breakout from this bump and run reversal pattern, but also a breakout from this descending broadening wedge. And if you look at this example from descending broadening wedge, after some range bound, if the price manages to find support above this 29,500, 29,600 range, this here will be also looked as a continuation pattern here in this manner. And according to this broadening wedge, right, this descending broadening wedge, if the price of Bitcoin shows a breakout, you can see the next area could be around 33,000 to 32,500 range. So that's why guys, as soon as the price breaks out of this key line, as soon as the price finds support of this 29,500, I am actually expecting this bullishness to continue at least towards 32, 33,000 before choosing a trend direction. And we know for that to happen, the price needs to break out from this Fibonacci line, the dead cat bound Fibonacci line, the 0.618 around 29,500, and also break the resistance from this ascending channel. Yes, this ascending channel in the past price action has played a very important role. When the price of Bitcoin was in an uptrend like this, following higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern, after breaking the support from this lower trend line, started forming lower lows, right? So if you look at this carefully, here, this was higher highs, higher lows continuation, but after this lower lows, now, if the price fails to break here to the upside, if the price fails to break the previous high, then we could be again forming a continuation like this, lower highs, lower lows continuation pattern, and this is exactly what we want to avoid. So that's why what we want the price of Bitcoin to do in the medium short term, we want the price of Bitcoin to pierce through this lower trend line, which acted as a support here in the past price action, and this is exactly where we are also getting rejection, 29,500, 29,600 range. So if the price finally breaks, or let's say closes the daily candle above the 29,500, 29,600 range, then we know the upcoming days for Bitcoin could be turning very, very bullish, because in that case we will be invalidating this bearish scenario, and we are also going to invalidate this dead cat bounce type of scenario, and in that case we are going to focus more on this descending broadening wedge continuation pattern and even this bump and run reversal pattern. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.